And now, your First Alert 5 weather.
And after signs of fall over the weekend, a little warmer today, sort of a late push of some summer warmth. This will change tomorrow, so hopefully you're able to enjoy these warmer temperatures. Tomorrow's high is down about 5 to 10 degrees region wide and very comfortable outside tonight. We have seen a few showers north of downtown up on the north side of Colorado Springs, extending along and west of the Palmer Divide up towards Teller County. Right now in town it's 56 degrees. We're just a few degrees warmer than that at the Riverwalk in Pueblo, where your current temp is sitting around 58. For our friends in Canyon City, it's a mild Monday night, 65 degrees, light winds and moderate humidity sitting at about 39%. So again, area of low pressure has been the primary influence of our weather pattern over the past couple of days. See the counterclockwise flow, the arrows rotating this direction. That sends around these little impulses of energy. We've seen several since the weekend. Still one tonight, another one Tuesday. Then as we head towards Wednesday, we start to see some drier air work in, courtesy of this building ridge of high pressure. Now the high won't be directly overhead, so it doesn't bring the warmth that we see when the Big Blue H is right over Colorado, but it will bring in a drier weather pattern thanks to a more stable northwest flow. Now tomorrow again, we'll see some lingering showers up towards the Palmer Divide and Eastern Plains early. By noon, most of us are dry, but look down to the south. This is one of the spots I think we'll locally see some of the higher amounts of rain, which we saw today as well, especially down into parts of Los Animas County. Then the model's still showing the potential for another little frontal boundary to develop Tuesday night and start to move south. So there could be some rain that moves in later in the day tomorrow and into late tomorrow night as opposed to during the daylight hours. So notice on this hiking forecast, I've got us dry during the day, but by 5 o'clock, a few showers beginning to develop and then better chances for rain as we make our way into Tuesday night. Now, this is something I rarely do, but I want to show you what's happening with these longer range models. This is past the scope of the 7-day forecast. Look at the pattern here. We're pretty quiet on Monday. This would be the start of next week, but look what happens as we head towards Tuesday and Wednesday. This is a very cold Canadian low, which would send probably the strongest cold front of the season down into southern Colorado. Look at the lines here screaming out of the north. This will bring in some much colder temperatures towards the middle of next week, possibly the first snow of the season for some areas. That could include parts of Teller County, even parts of El Paso County. Something we'll be watching closely, and we'll keep you posted here from First Alert 5. Overnight lows tonight down to the 30s in the mountains, 40s and 50s for the rest of us. Highs tomorrow will be warmest in the lower elevations, but the plains, you'll see the biggest cool down as some areas today were in the mid 80s. Tomorrow we trade that in for the upper 60s to low 70s. In the Springs, we go from 74 to about 65. So we'll say cool and unsettled. Again, dry early in the day, and then we'll see those chances for rain start to pick up as we head towards late afternoon and early evening. Still with that recycled moisture, can't rule out a stray thunderstorm Thursday, or I should say Wednesday. Then Thursday to Saturday looks to be a beautiful stretch of fall-like temperatures. Highs in the 60s, lows in the 30s and 40s. For Pueblo, some unsettled conditions to get through Tuesday to Wednesday. Our reward is some really nice and comfortable temperatures Thursday through Sunday. Friday, likely the coolest day with a high of 68. For Canyon City, I've got a mix of 60s and 70s, pretty seasonable for this time of the year. Overnight lows mostly down to the 40s with some showery conditions Tuesday to Wednesday. And for Woodland Park, no sign of a deep freeze yet. Again, that's beyond the scope of the 7-day period. Before we get to that big change potentially in the works next week, we've got some cool fall-like weather over the next 7 days. Back to you.